Fantasy biathlon season is right around the corner, and it's time for me to make my predictions for who are going to be some breakthrough females on the Biathlon World Cup this season. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian Halligan. This is my YouTube channel about biathlon. Now, last season I hosted a private pool on biathlonpool.com, and the winner of that pool won a signed World Cup race bib. Now I'm gonna be doing that again, so sign up for my fantasy pool down below. But if you're having trouble filling out your teams, you're wondering who's gonna be some good picks, that is what this video is all about. Today I'm making my predictions for who are going to be the breakthrough athletes this year. Let's go. Now my first pick for breakthrough woman of the year is going to be Anamarija Lampic from Slovenia. Now this is low-hanging fruit right here. Everyone's excited to see how she's going to do this season. She had an amazing breakthrough year last year, and quite frankly, I didn't think she was going to do as well as she did. I thought it was going to take a few years for her to come into the biathlon community and see results, but she saw results immediately. She had 2 flower ceremony performances last year, which was absolutely incredible. Obviously an incredibly fast skier, and so now it's just a matter of time to see when she's going to become a contender in the top 20, top 10 regularly. Now last year she was held back from competing in all the competitions. It was a little bit controversial because everyone wanted to see how she was gonna do in those pursuit races. One could argue that the results that she was getting was purely luck, and she wasn't ready for that head-to-head competition. Let's hope that this year she is ready and we can see her do a full season's worth of biathlon. Now just for reference, Stina Nielsen technically was shooting a little bit better in her first season of biathlon at 75% to Anamarija's 60%, but Stina never got anywhere close to the top 10, no less the flowers in her first season. Now her shooting times are terrible and her shooting percentage is not great, obviously, but the fact that she's shooting 75% in the prone tells me that she's really learning the fundamentals, and it's only a matter of time until we see both her prone and her standing percentages skyrocket. So there you go, my first pick, Anamarija Lampic from Slovenia. My next pick for breakthrough women this season is going to be Lien from Norway. Now this might be an interesting pick for some people because Lien's kind of well known given that she's from Norway, but last year she finished 40th overall on the World Cup circuit, but she was doing that with a top 10 ski performance. In every race that she did, she was one of the faster skiers on the course. What was holding her back was a really below average shooting percentage at 77%. Now with Marta Olsbu-Royslund retiring this year, that just opens up another spot to make sure that Lien gets consistent starts on the World Cup, but quite frankly, I think she has the potential to be Norway's solid number 2, possibly even their number 1 athlete. If she can put it together on the range and still have that good shooting, I think she can compete with Tandervold any day. In years past, she's had some pretty decent shooting, not average where you want it to be, but not bad, not below that 80% mark. If she can get that shooting percentage up to 80% consistently, she won't miss out on qualifying for the pursuit like she did multiple times last year, and now with more spots open on the team, she should get more regular start spots. And hopefully with Ida and Ingrid, Ragnhild, and some of the other favorites, this will be the resurgence of the Norwegian women that we've been waiting for since Olsbu-Royslund and Eckhoff dominated only a few years ago. All right, really quick before we go any further, I just want to let you know that I have dropped some biathlon merch. Check the link in the description down below. Just in time for the holidays, you can get your exclusive channel merch, and it's all biathlon related merchandise. Squeaky clean. I've gotten a lot of compliments about this one, but there's a couple other designs on there, so check the link in the description down below. Whatever you're celebrating, biathlon merch is a go-to product for that biathlete in your life. Check the link in the description down below. My next pick for breakthrough women is going to be Sophia Schneider from Germany. Now Sophia had an incredible season this year. For her first full season on the World Cup, she had a huge step up in ski speed and had multiple races where she was putting down top 5 ski times. Now, like many athletes, skiing will only get you so far. It does come down to the shooting. So with Sophia's shooting, here's the deal. Last couple seasons on the IBU Cup, she's been averaging about 80% shooting throughout the entire season. This year, she was a little bit below that, but she did have 2 very poor races where she had 60% shooting. If you wipe those from her record, her shooting average immediately goes up to 82%. So with that first full season on the World Cup, hopefully that gives her just that little bit of experience so she can take those poor performances and completely eliminate them from her results. And she missed a large portion of the season last year due to illness. So if she can complete a full season, keep that high shooting percentage, and have that good ski speed that we saw last year, I think Sophia Schneider is going to be one of our German favorites this year. Look for her to be a top 10 contender. My next pick for Breakthrough Athlete of the Year is Tereza Vobornikova from Czech Republic. Now, the former junior world champion, she had a great year. She started off kind of slow. Her results were in the 50s. She missed the pursuit in a couple early season races, and then she didn't even go to France for the last World Cup before the Christmas break. But after the Christmas break, she came back so strong. She continually had top 30 ski times on the World Cup after Christmas and even placed top 10 at World Championships. Awesome for our freshman year on the World Cup. Now, unlike some of the other athletes I've talked about on this list, Tereza's secret weapon is actually the shooting. This year on the World Cup, she averaged 85%, and if you go back in history and look at her IBU Cup results, even her Junior Cup results, she's consistently posted averages north of 90%, which is crazy for such a young athlete to pick up the shooting that fast. So after posting her first full season on the World Cup, look for the young Czech phenom to step up this year, put together a complete full season of quality results, and I bet we'll be seeing Tereza Vobornikova pretty close to the top 10 and pretty consistently in the top 20 more regularly. All right, my final pick for Breakthrough Woman of the Year is going to be Tilda Johansson from Sweden. Now, this is a tough pick, so stay with me here. The Swedish women's team is absolutely stacked, and we know that. Now, because of this, Tilda might not get that many start spots on the World Cup this year. Now, she was the IBU Cup champion in 2023, and because of that, she is granted some start spots at the early World Cups. So regardless of how she's doing against the other Swedes, she's entitled to those start spots early. Now, can she earn her way onto the Swedish top 5 so she can maintain her spot on the World Cup? We'll find out after the World Cup opener. But last year she did get a few start spots, and she did earn a 20th place in Antholz with a top 10 ski time. Those are the types of stats you like to see. On the IBU Cup, she was an 85% shooter, and so that's the type of thing that'll help you have more consistent results on the World Cup. Again, I don't expect to see Tilda on the World Cup all season, but keep a close look at that start list, because when she is on the start line, she's gonna be a really high quality pick to fill out your fantasy team. I'm trying to get to 5,000, that's 5K subscribers by the end of the year. We have about 2 months to go. So hit that subscribe button, share the channel with your biathlon friends, and help me clean that 5K target. All right, those are my picks for the 23-24 season. What do you think? Did I get everyone? Is there anyone I missed? Am I totally off on anyone? We will see. All right, till next time, we'll see you.